They presented a to-do list that is very helpful and something that I told them that I will personally bring to the President and the Vice President's attention in the next few days. And the first thing that really struck me when I looked at this list was just how much the priorities that Bill, Beth, and Tom presented dovetail with what the administration is already trying to do. We may not all have the same strategies to solve the problems, but we're all looking to get to exactly the same place. An American economy firing on all cylinders again and creating good jobs at good wages. Among the recommendations of the National Summit, the Detroit National Summit, was for the United States to create a national energy policy with a clear carbon policy, to create a national manufacturing strategy, and for increased investment and facilitation of research and development for innovation and increasing energy efficiency practices. These are all very smart, sensible things, and we are absolutely committed to giving them a very good hearing and to get them enacted. We don't really care if the ideas come from Democrats or Republicans, from Arizona or Michigan, from business or labor. If it can work, if it can grow sustainable jobs, this administration wants to know about it. In fact, Bill Ford was telling me that he was in the White House for a different meeting today and ran into the President and informed the President about the work of the Detroit National Summit. And the President was very interested to learn more about it. This week, we will have plenty of forums to exchange these good ideas. Tomorrow, I'm actually on a conference call with the Manufacturing Council, who will be presenting additional ideas on how to jumpstart this critical sector of our economy. And on Wednesday, I'll be joining Vice President Biden for a meeting of the Middle Class Task Force that will focus on revitalizing American manufacturing. I'm looking forward to getting these ideas from Bill, Beth, and Tom in front of the Vice President and the President, and in fact others throughout the administration.
We had over 100 speakers at the forum that were discussing these big national issues, and one of the things that I was really struck by as I went through the report was the almost unanimity of and there were four major areas. There was technology, energy, environment, and manufacturing. And yet, if you cut across all those four areas, the themes are very similar. And I think the overarching theme is that we in the business community very much would like to work in partnership with our government on big national issues, and perhaps in a way that hasn't happened before, and to really drive, as the Secretary said, to drive clarity into where we're headed as a nation and where our business community is also going.
The President has mentioned exports a number of times recently, the importance of exporting to the U.S. economy, but that didn't show up on the to-do list, and I'm wondering if either of you could address that.
Well, it's probably inherent in the manufacturing part because you know, you gotta make things to export them. And one of the things that I feel very personally very strongly about, as did the participants in the summit, is the rebuilding of Americans' industrial base. And that gets into lots of different things in terms of our competitive stance with other countries and our own ability here to produce and then ultimately to export. And so I mean, if we have a vibrant manufacturing base and we have trade policies that allow us to take advantage of that, then clearly exporting, and then with the dollar is rather weak today, and all of that, if we have all those elements, it should make us as a country an extremely good exporting nation. But you've got to have a strong industrial base first before you can export.